Hey guys, got a new ball head that I'm gonna show you guys. I really wanted a big ball head for these bigger lenses when I'm doing stuff, but really wanted the really right stuff. Think of the BH55, but that's just so expensive and it's a hobby for me. I looked at some alternatives and I ended up getting this one here. And I'll put a link down below for you guys. Done some shooting up in the Smokies, doing some sunset shots in the mountains and stuff like that. Looks pretty good, but I'm gonna try it out here. Stopped in Cataloochee here, is in North Carolina. And we'll kind of show you there's a lot of fields out here, but the elk come out here at night. And so we're gonna try this ball head out with the 7300 Sigma that I've got on my Canon 80D and see how it works for you and just kind of show you a little bit what this is about. So I ended up going with the Vanguard Alta BH300. Here's the specs on it. And I'm not quite sure what that thing says. It says it's 20 something pounds there. Because it's not 20 something pounds. In fact, if you look at the kilograms on one, it relates to 600, or the holding weight is 66 pounds. And it shows in grams it's like 20 something pounds, and that's just not so. So it's not a heavy ball head by any means. Now, it is a 55 millimeter head, so it's rated to basically hold 66 pounds with that, because it does have a good lock. And so, you know, you can put your longer telephoto lenses, and that's really what I was lacking. Some of my stuff works okay. If I'm on a backpacking trip, I'll use my other tripod with a small ball head. It takes a little more work to get locked, but I wanted something that was solid for when I'm on some of these trips where I'm shooting some things. And so I've had a couple different use scenarios for it. I've just used some regular zoom lenses, some kit zoom lenses, if you will, with my Canon 80D, and did some sunset pictures where I was doing auto exposure bracketing. And I also did one that was a pretty big panoramic shot where I was auto exposure bracket on every shot for the panoramic shot, and did an HDR combo in Lightroom with that, and I'll show you some examples of that. But the head holds up well, it locks very well, and on my last trip I really got to test performance, and that was when I went to up to near Cherokee, North Carolina, to film the elk while they're rutting up there. And we got into some nice herd there, and a nice bull that we were working with for about an hour. Up here near Okanoolofkee, trying to get some pictures and bulls. Looks like one might be fixing to come out. And you can hear that one bugling in the background. They're bugling now. We just had one bull that came out and just bashed a truck as it drove by. So they're kind of aggressive, so see if we can get some shots. Got some pretty good shots. I was very, very happy with the way the lens worked. So this is not a paid endorsement. I purchased this on my own. So they're just my personal thoughts and reviews on it, and hopefully it'll help somebody else out. So here's the Vanguard Alta BH300. It's got the big 55 millimeter ball head. It's made to go to hold 66 pounds. So this is more for your bigger telephoto lenses. I wanted to try a ball head. I really want to switch over to that, but I really like the right stuff. But man, I tell you what, I just couldn't pay the price for that kind of thing. So this is a really nice ball head. You know, it's on the economy scale, and I really like this. But basically, you know, what you've got here on the head, let me unlock it here, is you've got your top level, you've got side level over here, you've got your hot shoe adjustment right here to tighten down your shoe for the camera. And I'll show you what this looks with the camera as well. This is your main locking knob, and then you've got your panning lock right here. Okay, it's got a very smooth pan, by the way, on this. I really like this. And then this is your friction control knob right here. So what you've got, and I usually have that backed off most of the way. You know, I'm able to move my camera very fluidly, and it's pretty much just boom boom. I mean, it's unlocked, now it's locked, unlocked, locked, just like that. So I'm using my right hand on the camera to do my framing, and just lock it real quick, take the picture, and I'll put my camera on here and show you what it looks like. All right, here's my camera mounted on the ball head here. This is a Sigma 7300 mounted on my Canon 80D. Had some good results with this. It locks with the weight of this lens. I don't have to worry about it slipping. As far as once I lock it, it stays locked. And I've got some shots here that I'm going to show you. I've done a few things with this now. I've had it for about 2 months now, I guess. And some of the things I started with was just with some regular range lenses, doing some sunset shoots, or I was doing multiple exposure bracketing and then combining those images together. And then I've done one large pano shot where I multi-bracketed 9 different shots on that one. Bracketed that together, and all using this ball head there and doing the panning with that ball head. When I did the panoramic picture there, that turned out well.
All right, up here on the Foothills Parkway near Wears Valley, just looking back out towards Wears Valley right out there, and out here playing with a camera with a new ball head. And this is what I'm checking out today. We're doing some multi-exposure bracketing as the sky was orange a little bit earlier, and now I'm just waiting for the sun to come on up. And what I'm hoping for is what you can't see from this pull-off over here. Behind these trees here, there is a huge mountain vista. And after the sun peaks up over here, I'm gonna head over here and get some shots that way, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. But using the ball head here for multi-bracket exposure and see how well this works. So far, I've been pretty happy with it. Done a couple shots with it.
Turned out well. But where this really shines for me is when I'm doing wildlife. And I just got back from a trip in North Carolina near Cherokee at Okanlefty Village up there, where a lot of the elk are coming in. They're rutting right now. And I'll show you some shots of what we got from that. So basically when I'm shooting, I pretty much keep this free, and I can use this hand to frame the picture, and as soon as I've got it framed, I'll go ahead and lock it, and it's locked. I'm good. It doesn't matter if it's down here, whether it's up here, it locks with this lens. I don't have creep on it. I don't have to, if it's at an angle, I don't have to worry about, I can lock the panning so that it won't slip either that way. Sometimes if you're at an angle situation, that even though you're locked here, sometimes the panning would slip on some heads. This one I just lock that if I have to. I generally don't. I'm usually pretty level when I'm filming things, so I keep that pretty loose. But you know, you got your different orientations, so I can go vertical as well, portrait mode or landscape. But for most of my wildlife stuff, I'm doing this. But you know, it's really helpful when I was shooting the elk last week, or earlier this week rather. You know, I can just get everything framed. I can work my lens however I need to, and then just lock it, go ahead and snap that picture, and it's solid. So that's kind of what I want to show you. But overall, I've been very pleased with this. I think this is probably my favorite head that I've had so far. Of course, again, this is not the you know, the $500 or really red stuff thing, but this is a good alternative if you're on the lower price point. I think it was $99 for this head, but it's the bigger one, so it holds the heavier weight lenses. And so I'm very pleased with this, and looking to get a lot many years of service out of this.